Hello everybody and welcome back to Cure for the Common Game. Today we're going to talk about Johan, the general that only does things when you don't use him. So, I've always liked him from way back. The artwork is super cool. Yeah, he's a 6-mana 5/4. I guess he gives your dudes vigilance if you don't swing. But this is a really old EDH deck that I've had for many, many years. And as cards slowly come out, that fit the theme, they will filter their way in. This is good old-fashioned combo. If you do not like the word infinite, switch to a different video right now, because I am telling you that is exclusively what this deck does. Pure, simple combo. And it has nothing to do with Johan. It has to do with white, red, green, and I needed a general, and he happened. Maybe at some point in time I'll find a 3-color general that fits the theme or maybe gets ridiculous in some way. But anyway, here is the combo. We have Enduring Renewal. Now, I've done hit and miss Enduring Renewal, throw-ins in other decks, but Enduring Renewal, to save you from having to read it there, or damn it, the glare. Thought I got rid of that. You play with your hand revealed, you can't draw any more creatures, and anything you have that dies goes back to your hand. So, first and foremost, playing with the 4 0 cast artifact creatures. To give you a chance to draw them jokers. Now, so what we've done is we have our creature, and it comes back to our hand. Now we need a sacrifice outlet. So, back in the 90s, we called it Pebbles. That's back when they were naming, decks after cereals and whatnot. Trying to kill this damn glare, but it's just not happening. Guys, I think that's as good as I'm going to get. Anyway, we also have the Ashnod's Altar. Sack a creature to get some mana. Spawning Pit, stop laughing. To get 2/2 artifact creatures. So we're doing this. It's infinite right now because we have our Enduring Renewal and our 0-cost creature, and we're sacking it to put charge counters on this, or we're sacking it to get colorless mana through the Ironworks, or we're sacking it for straight damage to a player or creature. Blasting Station and those two, that's just the win right there. Because whenever a creature comes into play, it untaps, yada yada. I mean, it's just the win. Altar of Dementia is also just the win. Now, that's the core of the deck. We do have some problems. Number one, we have a couple of enchantments that we really need. So we got to go get them with Enlightened Tutor, Idyllic Tutor. I'm even using Ring of 3 Wishes, Planar Bridge. Then, once we got them, we got to protect them. Like with the Fountain Watch, giving them Shroud, Sterling Grove, Greater Aromancy, and Privileged Position is going to pretty well protect your combo shenanigans. Now, from there, I got to thinking. I was like, all right, I've got this nifty little thing. What else can I do with it? Well, we also had this card. BITD. And yeah, it helps out the table. I don't really care because I am playing with Allurin. And now keep in mind, way back, the abeyance was the way to go. Before you start any turn that you know you're going to combo out, you just abeyance the blue player or whoever you think can disrupt you the most. And there you go. They can't do anything. You have your turn. It's all rainbows and sunshine. Now, with the Allurin, that lets me go up to like a 3-mana creature. Mog Fanatic seems good, and so does Frostling. Mog Fanatic is significantly better than Frostling. We all see that. But we're also talking about duplicate copies here to try to draw one, because there is a chance with bounce shenanigans and whatnot that they can manipulate your cards to make you have to discard. Junk Diver, in case any of your artifacts go. So, you play Junk Diver for free, and then you sack it to get some mana or whatever, and then you return. Yeah, it's pretty. Wild Cantor itself with Allurin is infinite mana, because it's free when you cast it and you sack it, because it's its own sack outlet. Burning Tree Shaman, similar, but you got to have a sack outlet. It doesn't sack itself. Now, I do have the Soul Sisters, because we're putting creatures into play over and over and over again, so we might as well be netting some life out of it. Some serious life out of it. And maybe even, if we just got to get in the red zone, maybe Cathar's Crusade just, gets us there. Field of Souls. Every time it loops, you get a 1/1 flyer. Now, I do like the Martyr's Cause in the deck. I just don't think it gets enough love, because, now granted, it's not exceptional unless you've got the Allurin, because the Allurin says, I do believe, here, let's look at the damn Allurin real quick. Allurin says your creatures are instants. Or, well, everybody's creatures are instants. And the Martyr allows you to just one by one. Nope, that guy's dealing no damage. So you can, never take damage. Now, with Allurin, the white main line is kind of, ridiculous. Y'all saw this in like Jonathan's Karametra deck, where you just keep getting all the lands out. But here, you keep getting the Cathar's Crusades triggers, or the Angelic Chorus of the Soul Sisters, or whatever. I mean, yeah. I do have 2 creatures that are not 3 mana or less. Sad Robot. He's just too good not to play. And, I mean, I'll recast this guy to keep getting lands. Although, to be honest with you, I've been looking at Burnished Heart to replace him with, because Burnished Heart does fit up underneath the curve. I mean, it's free from Allurin. I kind of hadn't pulled that trigger yet. But now Sun Titan is going to get back those creatures you had to discard. It's going to get back all kinds of crazy stuff. Now, Weird Harvest is a card that not a lot of people like, because it does help everybody. However, it puts them into your hand. You do not draw them. So you can You can do this before you get your combo, or to help get your combo pieces, or even after you've got your Enduring Renewal out. You can use this to go get your handful of creatures, what have you. It's awesome. Because ideally, the turn you Weird Harvest, it doesn't matter that they're getting it, because in theory, you're winning that turn anyway. Now, we don't have a whole heck of a lot of defense. We're kind of over here doing our thing, and that's it. So I figure there's probably a need to do some board wipeage. That way, you know, it gives us, there's a few cards there, it buys us a little time. People somehow, you know, your enchantments are going to get destroyed. Skull of Orm will help bring them back. Argivian Fine helps bring them back. Like I said, with your creatures, that's actually, in my opinion, 2 copies of the same dang card, because one's portal and one's regular. I'm trying a different angle today, people. I'm sorry. I'm not doing this shit anymore. Regrowth, recollect, and restock is going to help bring back your, you know, whatever it is that you need. Now, by force is just good old fashioned artifact removal. Comet Storm is removal, and it's also a damn win condition. Storm Herd is a win condition in and of itself. It's a, I don't know. I realize the fact that as cool as it is to spend that 10 mana and go, hey, I've got 1,000,000 Pegasus. It's, at that point, it's an awful lot like Windmore. Y'all know sometimes you're in the mood for that and sometimes you're not. But if I find something better, Storm Herd may go in a different deck, but seems good right now. Genesis Wave is going to get you, you know, plenty. You can actually, because it puts them into play, so it gets around your Enduring Renewal drawback that you can't draw. Grape Shot is the only Storm card I have in the deck, just because it's like all you really need. Rebuff the Wicked, try to help counter some of that artifact or enchantment hate that they've got. No Infinite deck would be complete without the Staff of Domination. You know, the one with everything. And then Amonkhet actually gave the deck some cards. Let's recap. We've got Enduring Renewal out. We have our altar or whatever our sack outlet is, and we keep cycling that same 0-drop creature over and over and over and over. So it dies, and it goes back to our hand, and then we cast it again and again, and we just keep casting it. So we get all, I'm running all 5 monuments to get all the monument triggers. Wow. This is amazing. I could not wait to when I saw the monuments. This deck was like one of the first decks that popped in my mind. I'm like, I'm going to run them all because you just cast so many creatures. Yeah, it helps. You know, your if you get the 3 that are on color, it'll help you, you know, speed up a little bit. But that's not what they're in there for. They're in there for all those crazy cast triggers. Well, that is what I have got for today. I do appreciate you watching. I'm going to keep on doing these today, but I'm going to change my... See, the problem is I'm getting ready for Hour of Devastation, and I'm pre-building all of the decks. You know, you see the Scorpion God there, and there's the Scarab God. Locust, the White Legend, the Blue Legend, Razaketh. Oh my God, I almost don't want to build this because, oh my God, I think they'll ban him. I really legit. I don't know if Razaketh can be allowed in EDH. I don't know. I'm not a power level scientist or whatever, but it seems really good. No mana tutor, and of course they have. I'm assuming there's a green one that's supposed to be here that we haven't seen yet. I don't know. I believe the whole set's out, but it would be weird to have four one, white, blue, black, red, and then no green. That would be weird. Anyway, I do appreciate you watching, but right now it is time to shuffle and cut.